Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? My name is Ingrid Bohn, and I am a storyteller. I will be telling you a story from a book of monsters. Oh my goodness. These are the best looking scary monsters ever. The book is by Ruth Manning-Sanders, and all the stories are great. The story I'll be telling you today is called Dunber, and Dunber is a monster. There once was a monster named Dunbar who lived in a large cave on the top of a mountain. He had the head of a bear, a big hairy body, long arms with claws at the end of his hands, and long legs with claws at the end of his feet. Now Dunbar did not like humans, so he rarely went down his mountain. Oh, they knew he was there by his singing. Hey, hey, Dunbar and day, and what should he have for dinner today? If a traveler or two should come my way, they get a kind welcome from Dunbar and day. Hey, hey, Dunbar and day, he's a fine old fellow, that Dunbar and day. And that is why travelers never went up the mountain. And this is the way Dunbar liked things. There once was a farmer named Kirk who lived in a farmhouse with his two daughters, Claire and Wanda. Now it was one day Kirk wanted to find out if he had enough wood for winter, so he looked outside and, oh my goodness, there was barely enough wood for a few days. So he got his axe and he walked to the forest. Now his house wasn't too far from Dunbar's mountain. All you needed to do was cross their wide farming field, go through the forest, and you were at the foot of Dunbar's mountain. Kirk got his axe and timber! Boom! And then he chop, 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 chop. He bundled up all the logs and threw it over his shoulder. And he turned around to walk and boom! Right on his ankle, he slipped on a piece of soggy ground. Oh boy, did that hurt. Oh, if you've ever fallen on your ankle, you know how much that hurts. So Kurt had to limp home with the bundle of logs. He sat them outside the farmhouse door and hobbled inside. He looked around. Claire? Wanda? There was no answer. The girls had gone to market, and they let the fire go out. Kirk had nothing to relight it with. So he sat down and he thought about things. He went to the door, and he went, and there was fire on top of Dunbar's mountain. Dunbar had a fire. Curse this ankle. If I felt better, then I would walk up there and ask him myself for a burning fire log. Now a little while later, Claire and Wanda came home. They sat down their market baskets. Wanda, I need you to go up to Dunbar's mountain and ask him for a fire log. What? No, Father, I don't want to go. You know what lives up there. I know. But if you ask him politely, and I don't think Dunbar will hurt you. And we need a fire log so I can light the fire. Well, Wanda crossed that wide farming field, and she went through the forest until she got to the foot of Dunbar's mountain. She had never climbed something so steep. She climbed, and she climbed, and she climbed, and climbed, and climbed, and whoosh! She reached the top, and there was Dunbar, roasting his dinner over the fire. And he greeted her, "Hey, hey, pretty little May, and what has brought you up this way?" "Wanda." "Kind sir, may we borrow a fire log from your fire? Our fire has gone out, and we have nothing to relight it with." Well, Dunbar was in such a good mood. He had just finished his dinner, so his belly was full. And, well, Wanda asked so nicely, "Yes, you may have a log, but first you must comb my hair and sing to me sweetly." Okay." She found Dunbar's comb. She lifted it up. It was so heavy. And she combed and sang, combed and sang, combed and sang. And while she was combing and singing, she noticed Dunbar was wearing a beautiful gold necklace. And she kept combing and singing until Dunbar. Well, Wanda saw absolutely no reason for a hairy, scary monster to have a beautiful gold necklace. So she wrapped the necklace around her body. And she tiptoed to the fire, grabbed a fire log, and whoo! Down that mountain, down that mountain, down that mountain. She came to the forest, into the forest, and she heard a fruit tree call out, "Sweet girl, please help. If you don't shake the fruit from my branches, they will break. I have no time to stop and help you, fruit tree." And on she ran. Wanda came to a grapevine, who called out, "Sweet girl, please shake the grapes from my vine or they will break. I have no time to stop and help you." And on she ran. She came upon an oven, who called, "Sweet girl, please take the cakes out of me or they will burn. I have no time to stop and help you." Meanwhile, up on the mountain, Dunbar, and he, "Thief! Where did you go to, thief?" And he went down that mountain. Oh, he was mad. Went into the forest and came upon the fruit tree. "Fruit tree, have you seen a young girl run by with a fire log and a gold chain?" "Yes, I did. She went that-a-way," pointing with a heavy branch. Dunbar ran on, and so did Wanda. He came to the grapevine. "Grapevine, have you seen a young girl with a fire log and a gold necklace?" "Yes, I did. She went that-a-way," with a heavy vine. And on Dunbar ran, and on Wanda ran. He came to the oven. "Oven, have you seen a young girl with a gold necklace and a fire log?" "I certainly have, and there she is, in the field." Dunbar, Wanda, She quickly dropped the necklace. Oh, but Dunbar took one leap, snatched up the necklace, new leap, and got to Wanda. And he walked right back up his hill, into his cave, and he stuck Wanda in a box. And there she stayed. Now, Kirk was worried. Wanda didn't come back. "Claire, your sister didn't come back. I'm a bit worried. I say you go and get a fire log from Dunbar, and I will go look for her." And that's exactly what Claire did. everything happened the same. She calmed and sang, calmed and sang, calmed and sang, and Dunbar. Claire was just about to get a fire log when she heard, "Dunbar, let me out of this box! Get me out of this box!" Claire let Wanda out of the box. Now Wanda, she went back for Dunbar's gold necklace, and Claire said, "We are not thieves. We will take the fire log only." They got the fire log and quietly went down the mountain. And they came upon the fruit tree in the forest, who called, "Sweet girls, please help. Shake the fruit from my branches or they will break. We have no time to stop and help you." Claire smiled. "It won't take long to help," and fell the fruit. And they walked on, and they came upon the grapevine, who called, "Sweet girls, kindly shake the grapes from my vine, or it will break. We have no time to stop and help you." Claire smiled. "It won't take long," and she shook, and fell the grapes. And they came upon the oven, and the oven called, "Sweet girls, kindly take the cakes out of me, or they will burn. We have no time to stop and help you." Oh, it won't take long. And out came the cakes. Well, Dunbar, he looked in the cave. Wanda was gone. He roared and ran down the mountain. He came upon the fruit tree. "Fruit tree, have you seen two girls run by here with a fire log?" "Nope." "Then who shook your fruit down?" The wind did." "You lie." And Dunbar ripped it out of the ground and he, oh, the fruit was good. So then he came upon the grapevine and asked the same question. "Grapevine, did you see two girls go by here with the fire log?" No. "Then who shook down your grapes?" I did." "You lie." And rip it down. And he went on, and he came upon the oven. "Oven, have you seen two girls go by here with a fire log?" No. "Then who took out your cakes?" A little elf did." "You lie." And Dunbar, pow! Up went the oven and down. And he ate all the pies. Ugh. He was tired. He was lazy. He was full. Ugh. Why keep running, he asked himself. The girls only took what they asked for, the fire log. Who cares about them? Wanda and Claire made it safely home. Kirk was waiting at the door. But there was a call from the field. It was the fruit tree and the grapevine. "Wanda! Wanda! Oh, Claire, kindly plant us, and we will give you fruit twice a day." And that's exactly what Claire did. And the oven asked, "Claire, please put me in your kitchen, and every time you open up my door, you will have a hot meal." And that's exactly what Claire did. The fruit tree and the vine gave them fruit twice a day, and they always had a nice, hot, hearty meal. Dunbar was happy. Hey, Dunbar and day, up on his mountain he shall stay, and safe down in the valley the folks shall be, as long as they don't come worrying me. Hey, ho, hey, what a fine old fellow is Dunbar and day. And they all lived happily ever after. Hey everybody, we are going to do the most fun craft. This is Ingrid Bohn again, storyteller. Hope you had a great time listening to Dunbar. So, here is what we will need. We're going to be making a mobile. First thing you're going to need is a paper plate. And what you want to do is make a hole right in the middle of your paper plate. And since there were 7 characters, let's name them: Dunber, Kirk, Wanda, Claire, and we had a fruit tree, a grapevine, and an oven. So what you'll need to do is around the outside of your paper plate, you're going to want to make 7 holes. And I have ready for you to trace on shrinky dink paper. So you will put the creatures behind the shrinky dink paper. Now the kind of shrinky dink paper you want to purchase is called the Rough and Ready Create Pack. Rough and Ready Create Pack, because it allows you to use colored pencils and permanent marker. So you just trace all of these guys, and then trace more of these guys. And basically what I've done here in this paragraph is I tell you exactly what you're going to need. And then you'll also get the instructions on how to preheat the oven and how long the shrinky dinks will be in the oven. So you will also need a ball of string, or you may use yarn, whichever works best for you, because what you're going to be doing is attaching the shrinky dink. After you trace the shrinky dink, you're going to put a hole right on top of the picture so you can put the yarn through the hole, which will be done after you cook the shrinky dinks. You will also need scissors so you can place the holes in the plate. You will also need glue. This is Elmer's glue. It doesn't matter which kind you buy. The glue will then hold all the pieces of string that you're going to put through the holes. And of course, you're going to color. You can color to your heart's delight. They can have all kinds of different colors. And again, the shrinky dink paper you want to buy is Rough and Ready, because it has a rough side, so you can use either a regular pencil or a colored pencil. And I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. See you later.